to work together?
Yeah, no, I think one of the messages of the movie, something I hope audiences take away, is that I feel that we are stronger together when we have each other's backs. And I don't think we all have to be the same or believe the same things, but I do think when you're inclusive and loving and supportive, the world is a better place. I suggested that they do that, and it was actually really hard to find the original series before we started filming. Now you can find it again since we've sort of brought it back. But we looked at clips and stuff, but honestly, it's so modern now, and I wanted these women to really own it for themselves. This is a real origin story about how these three women get brought together to help the Naomi Scott's character, and that's what we focused on. You know, we focused on how do we make it feel like it's real women living today, right now. It's a great question. I really wanted to be very representational with the casting as much as I could be. I wanted women that felt real and relatable, and I actually felt like big superstars might actually hinder the sort of relatability quality of some of it. Really, though, too, when it came to Ella, I wanted an action star. I wanted someone who felt totally believable in those fight sequences and a total badass. And she brings a really intense physicality, what she's doing, that very few women in Hollywood bring, especially young women. There's just... I thought that this was such an opportunity to introduce the world to new stars. And I think we don't make enough movies for young, new women to sort of become movie stars these days. And I felt like this was an opportunity to do that. Yeah, absolutely. I compare musical sequences to action sequences all the time. And that's sort of the language that I brought to the set. And I actually, I learned so much about how to prep and put together a big set piece that requires, whether it's in music, you have a dance choreographer, and here we have a stunt choreographer. And basically it's still people having to interact and move together to a certain rhythm, etc. So there are a lot of similarities actually in how you shoot the two sequences. Yeah, I felt like one of the great things about the end of the movie is you feel like, oh, wow, I've been watching just this small story in a much larger universe of women, and that was always part of it for me. I mean, I don't know that we'll ever get to make a sequel, but I absolutely I'd go back in and make a movie with these women any day. She really likes Charlie's Angels and was really inspired by the idea of working on music that she could sort of do collaborations that I don't think she would ever do on a solo album. And I think that was really what it was about, stretching for her as an artist. And I think the results speak for themselves. I mean, there's so much fun music. I was not expecting to have this much Ariana Grande on the soundtrack. I really thought maybe one or two songs. And the fact that she just kept coming back with more and more exciting things that actually worked for the movie and took advice about collaborations. I mean, I asked if she could collaborate with Shaka Khan, and they made it happen. So it was just they were just really all so great and so loving about the movie.